Hey, my name is Demi Bernice and you're watching Demi TV. The goal of this video channel is to help you awaken your inner alpha so you could follow your dreams and find your authentic voice. And today we are going to talk about how to be completely okay with saying no. So today we're going to find out. Without further ado, truth hurts, and I'm just gonna get this out there. The reason why you are completely afraid of saying no is because you are a people pleaser. Sorry, I know that hurts. But I have to be very frank with you because you wouldn't want to hear this whole video if you think you cannot accept that you are a people pleaser. Now, we are people pleasers, including myself, because we don't want to disappoint other people. Right? We want these people to be happy, but not all times it is healthy for ourselves. Like, we are so okay of saying yes to other people. We are so okay of accepting these jobs or things or favors that other people ask from us, but we are not okay with it. And we don't even accept it wholeheartedly. We don't even do it out of love. It's not because we love these people that we always want to say, yes, it's okay, just bring it on my table. But because we don't want to disappoint other people, we don't want fights. But oftentimes it's not healthy for us because we will end up doing things that we don't like doing. And oftentimes these things are roads for failure. When you are doing something that you don't really love, when you are doing something out from pity and from people pleasing, rather than actually being wholehearted person, accepting the favors and the jobs with gratitude. Now, how do you get people to say no? The first thing that you have to do is you have to become very confident with yourself. Okay, it doesn't mean that you are very confident with your skill, that you would rather do it for free just so you wouldn't disappoint other people. It's okay to be frank. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say that I don't want to accept this favor, I don't want to accept this job because this just not align with my values, my morals, and my upbringing. Okay, so it's completely okay to say no. Say, for example, you are a teacher and you have tons of stuff to do already. And now somebody asks you a favor. Just because they think you are kind, they are taking advantage of you and they want you to do that favor for free. Even though it requires a lot of skill and a lot of time, they would still ask for you to do it for free. Do you think that's right? No, because you are spending a lot of time on it. And it also entails your skill that is usually takes a lot of years to master and to even discover, right? So they actually are getting something out from you for free. Now, I have here a little bit of a story from my friend. I don't even think she watches my YouTube channel, but I'm just going to share this one to you. Okay, recently we had a conversation with this friend of mine, and I knew that there was something wrong because we are kind of exchanging clients. Okay, not because she is doing the same thing that I'm doing, but because she doesn't do the services that I'm doing. So she is actually an editor of books, and she has been somewhat scammed recently. So what happened was, this author, she already came to me before. She already came to my friend before. Okay, what I do with her book is to format it, to make sure that the book, the print book, or the ebook or the Kindle actually looks good. No words are just coming out from the screen. I have to make sure that the book is actually layout in perfect layout. That's what I'm saying. So she has the process of the book is editing and then formatting. Okay, my friend does the editing and I do the formatting. So this author already went to us back then, like August. She already has her book done, completely done. And I don't know why is it that when she came back to us in October, having a lot of things revised. Okay, now she went to my friend saying that you did not do a good job. You had a lot of grammatical errors, and I want you to re-edit this whole book. Now, because my friend is very honest and she is somewhat also afraid to say no because she thinks she owes that person, she accepted the job for free. So she didn't charge anything, and she has to go over all the pages of the book second time around. And she said that it's already close to perfect, like she doesn't see any grammatical errors. But then it turns out that the author actually added a secret content to it. So that means she just added a part or two inside the book, which resulted for the book to be kind of new again. So there's like a completely new part that the person actually needs to edit. But then the author comes to her and say that you've done a terrible job and I don't like your service and stuff like that. And then so my friend edited it all without any complaints. And she did it over and over again just so she could make sure that it is like super close to perfect. And now when she returned the edited manuscript to the author did not say anything. She didn't even say thank you. She didn't acknowledge. It's like she had so much problem with my friend actually taking so much of her time just because she added a new content, which is supposed to be charged, by the way. It wasn't supposed to be free, but then my friend took it all for free. Like, she is that nice, and she is super afraid to say no. Now, while this was a scam for her, I almost took the same job for free because she messaged me again, same author, same person. She said, I had the book re-edited and you have to reformat it again because there are some mistakes. And I said, I'm sorry, but it has already been a month since we worked together. I have to recharge you again for that because we were so clear that the last formatting I had was completely clear, completely enough, and that was already final. Like, we really had an exchange of emails saying that, okay, this is final, I'll take it, I'm going to publish it, etc. So I told her that I'm going to recharge you for that same price. You have to pay me 50% upfront and 50% at the end of the transaction. But she had no choice because I was super firm with what I was saying, and she really paid me again. So I had to reformat her book again, but I did not complain anymore because she paid me. So the difference between me and my friend is because I am very clear with the things that I'm working on. I'm very clear with my work process. I have rules wherein 2 weeks after the final draft has been approved, 2 weeks after that, if you're going to come back to me again and say that you have to re-edit this for a revision, I'm not going to accept that, and I will charge you for another price. So the main thing here is that if you are not firm with what you believe in, if you are not firm and confident with yourself, turns out it will always turn out that you always say yes, and most of the time you'll be working for little amounts. You're going to work for very small amounts because you are so scared that you're going to lose that client, or mostly you're going to work for free because you don't want other people to tamper your name. But pretty much you just don't have to argue with other people so that not those people wouldn't tamper your name. It doesn't mean that you have to become a slave, you have to become passive, you have to be completely not okay with saying no. And that's the lesson behind if you're not completely okay with saying no. Usually you're going to fail. Usually you're going to work for people for free just because you don't want them to be disappointed. You don't want them to tamper your business. But really, if you have rejected that offer in the first place, no stuff is going to tamper your name. Not one person is going to tamper your name. So you have to be completely okay with saying no. Say, for example, you don't like this client because she doesn't pay you well, the payments are delayed. Say no. Okay, I recently had an argument with a client. Not really an argument because I was replying to her professionally, but she said she didn't like my service. And I was like, okay, that's it. And she said, she doesn't want to work with me again. And I said, you're welcome and thank you. I respect your decision. And then that's it. And I did not argue with her. I did not explain myself in a long ass message, just like how I taught you and how to deal with clients in the middle of an argument. So I have a video for that, by the way. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to make sure that one is linked in the description if I can. I always forget that. So yeah, I am very, very confident already that if she's ever going to go back to me again for a service, I'm really going to say no. I don't want to fight over it. I don't want to drain my emotions and my mental aspects or whatever that is to a person who's not even respectful, and to a person who doesn't even know how to play the ball, because you have to make sure that you are spending your energy to the right type of people rather than arguing with people, rather than winning a battle, rather than winning a debate, making your ego look good and stuff like that. So the tip for you, the complete tip for you to actually be completely okay with saying no, is to become confident of yourself. Because once you have a high self-esteem, you're okay with like, hey, I don't want to work with you because your payments are delayed. I don't want to work with you because you have an attitude towards the whole project and stuff like that. You could completely define yourself as a completely new person. You could start jotting down the things that you don't like about a client. You could start jotting down the things of what you can do to become a good person and to become a better service provider. Okay? So don't work for free and be completely okay with saying no. Right? So if you like this content, make sure you click the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and tinker that bell button so you wouldn't miss a video of me talking about personal development, online business tactics, and tech tutorials. Don't forget to follow your dreams and find your authentic voice, and always, always awaken your inner alpha. I'll see you in the next one.